Oh, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. It is a Blu-ray update. I might show a couple DVDs, but we will see. How's everybody doing? It's been a little bit since my complete Blu-ray collection video, which is doing very well, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, it's still doing good, getting lots of attention. So I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to keep doing this the whole video. I don't want to take too long. I got to go to work in like an hour, so, you know, make more Blu-ray money. So here we go. I don't want to take too long. Go through each title, maybe talk about every other one. I'm not going to talk I'm not going to get into depth too much about each title. But let's just do it. Let's just do this fucking shit. I hate the intros to these kind of videos. Why even introduce them? I'm just going to show you a bunch of movies that you've probably already seen. And yeah, this is boring. So let's try to make it fun, I guess. First off, we got Slapshot. It's a good little drama comedy with Paul Newman. A lot more violence than I thought there was going to be. I guess I don't know hockey very well. But yeah, pretty solid film. Definitely leans towards more of a drama than a comedy. Yeah, a lot of fun. Double feature. We got Alligator 1 and 2. Couldn't get one without two. This is a fun time. This is a fun time in a different way. This movie is so bad, but it's pretty entertainingly bad. Where this one, it's not a perfect movie, but for being a creature feature and, you know, a movie about a killer alligator, definitely delivers. It's not disappointing in that market. So yeah, definitely had to pick up these. Got War Games with Matthew Broderick. Never seen this before. I think I've seen it like once as a kid, but I fell asleep. But you got Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy before their breakout films. And yeah, just kind of similar to Last Starfighter in the sense that it's a kid that's, you know, thinks he's playing a video game, but he's actually, you know, fucking around with real shit. And yeah, looks fun, and I think Dabney Coleman's in this one as well. Next off, we got The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. I have actually never seen this film, but it looks good. Bad and weird. It's like a good Korean Western, so I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Next off, we have Airplane 2, the sequel. They should have called it Airplane 2, the rehash, because that's really all it is. It rehashes almost every joke. I don't even know why they even bothered making this film, but, well, money. But, other than that, yeah, it's just kind of disappointing. But, I mean, to have in the collection for a cheap price, why not? Dusk Till Dawn and From Dusk Till Dawn 2. I got this sealed for like $2. You know, dollar movie. Got Deliverance. Got, you know, classic film. Fear with Richard Gere and Edward Norton. Never seen this movie, but I know this was Edward Norton's breakout performance, and I can't wait to see it. Next off, we got Dreamscape, Dennis Quaid. I always thought this was written by Stephen King, but I do not think it is. Oh, it's written by Chuck Russell, who directed The Mask and Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. You know, kind of a pre-Inception, pre-Paprika dream film where they go into each other's dreams, and I think there's a serial killer that's going into people's dreams and killing them, I'm pretty sure, played by David Patrick Kelly, who, you know, played the Warriors guy in the Warriors. Yeah, can't wait to, you know, it looks like good 80s fun. So next off, we have Anchorman. I also found this one sealed. Been finding a lot of sealed stuff in the wild lately. You know, one of my favorite Will Ferrell comedies. Had to upgrade to blue since I only had the DVD. We have The Last Waltz. This is actually getting a Criterion soon, so I can't wait for that. This is just such a great concert slash documentary. More leaning towards a live concert than, you know, a documentary. But there is some interviews kind of interweaved in there. And yeah, it's really good. Such a great assemble of different singers and songwriters of the time, and it's just very, very good vibes, and I definitely recommend it. Next off, we got Body Heat with the late William Hurt and Kathleen Turner. Definitely rest in peace. Great actor, especially at this time. Really good film noir, thriller. A lot of sex in this movie. Come on. Gotta have some sex. Next off, we have one that I think is pretty underrated. That is Stay Tuned. I think the biggest problem a lot of people had with this movie is they didn't find it very funny. And I will say, it's not really that funny. But to me, you know, I chuckle here and there. But to me, this is not one of those comedies I watch to laugh. It's one of those comedies I watch for the idea and for the pairing of Pan Dauber and John Ritter. And I just love the concept. You know, you have two TV actors playing characters that are stuck in a TV channel and going from TV show to TV show. And they're all like contributed from, you know, producers from the underworld and hell. So it's like a demonic version of each movie and TV show that they're in. And I just think it's a lot of fun. And it's just, I just love 90s and 80s comedies. I'm not very picky with them. I mean, obviously there's a lot of terrible ones out there, but this is not a terrible movie whatsoever. Next off, we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mean, what can I say? This is a classic and I had to have it on 4K. Another one, I mean, not much you can say more than what's already been said. This is a sentimental American classic, one that I actually like. I'm not usually so big on like very sentimental movies, like, you know, very syrupy, ushy-gushy, but this one pulls it off very well, and this is one of the only movies I actually thoroughly love Kevin Costner in. First off, we have Blow, probably one of my favorite Johnny Depp films. I mean, it's not very original, it's kind of a copy and paste Martin Scorsese movie, but, you know, he is great in it, and I just love the flow of it. It's such a fucking entertaining movie. Big Fish, one of Tim Burton's best. Next off, we got Midnight in Paris. This was a really good addition to Woody Allen's repertoire of films. You know, I'm just glad that he doesn't star in all of his movies anymore. You know, I'm glad he kind of gave that up. Not to say I don't like Woody Allen as an actor, but it's just kind of nice to see a different face star in his movie. And I thought Owen Wilson was great in this. Next off, we got Happy Birthday to Me. I have actually never seen this, but it looks fun. I mean, you can't go wrong with a slasher, especially like during some kind of holiday or something. Next off, we got Speed, great thriller with Keanu Reeves. I actually never seen this before, and I had a lot of fun with it. Next off, we have Babe, one that I actually didn't grow up with like many others did. I actually saw this later in life. A lot of fun, and I had it on VHS for a little while. A recent VHS, and I didn't have it on DVD, so I was like, fuck it. Got it on Blu-ray. 4K. So somebody was here for a second. One of the most mind-fucking movies ever. Makes more sense with every watch, and Jake Gyllenhaal is such a brilliant actor and definitely proved his future success in this movie. So yeah, got Scream 2, and then we got Scream 3, and then we got Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. Finally found the Slippity-Doo-Dah. You know, I've always loved these movies, and ever since I knew about this slipcover and how hard it was to find, it was always kind of one of my most sought out slipcovers, so I'm glad I finally own it in my collection. I have Demons and Demons 2. I haven't seen Demons 2, but I recently watched the first one, and it was just such a blast. Great effects, great setting, bad acting up the ass. It was so bad, but I mean, that's the point with these kind of movies. I mean, you don't watch it for the acting. It definitely delivered. So, Man on the Moon. This is such a great film. It's just kind of sad because this was kind of the beginning of the end of the classic Jim Carrey movies, and kind of when he started doing mostly dramas and selling out for kids movies. The dramas I didn't mind. I actually think he's a great dramatic actor, but the sellout kids movies like The Grinch and, you know, Unfortunate Events and stuff, not as much. I mean, they're not terrible. Not saying he was bad in them, but it was definitely more of a paycheck than actually trying to make a good movie, in my opinion. But I love this movie, and it's definitely a really enlightening drama biopic about Andy Kaufman. And it's just, you know, he was one of those guys that was born in the wrong time, like most geniuses. And yeah, Man on the Moon. I have Red Rocket, which was a really surprisingly great film. Not surprising in the sense, because I knew it was directed by Sean Baker, and he has never disappointed me. The Florida Project was fucking excellent, so I knew that this would be well directed, But what surprised me is that Simon Rex actually had some really good acting chops in this movie. Yes, like, you know, he plays a character that's sculpted for himself, but fuck it, he did it well. And yeah, I really like this movie. It was in Broomsticks. Not one of my favorite Disney movies, but it had the slip, so I had to pick it up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Just watched this for the first time the other night. Had fun with it. I mean, it is what it is. Next off, we have one of my favorite Steve Martin comedies. This movie is so fucking underrated. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about this one. I always loved this one as a kid. Still holds up to this day to me. It's just such zany fun. A lot of classic Steve Martin, you know, signature comedy in this movie. And it's like a mix of so many different movies like Frankenstein, Body Heat, Dressed to Kill. I mean, it parodies so many films so subtly that, like, if you didn't really stop to think about it, you wouldn't really even catch it. I mean, Frankenstein, obviously, because there's some, like, really obvious, like, you know, gags on Frankenstein. But yeah, it's just a really clever, energetic, unique, weird comedy, and I really enjoyed it. The classic, this is the last one I'm going to be showing, and that is Seven. Finally upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray. You know, another one that's not much to say, that's not already been said. Really fucking good movie with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, directed by David Fincher, and he paved the way for a lot of different thrillers and horror movies to come. I mean, he changed the format almost entirely for that kind of story, and a lot of people to this day are still doing it. The new Batman is almost, you know, kind of does the same thing that Seven did. So yeah, really influential film, and such a shocking, great ending too. So yeah, guys, anyway, that has been everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that brief but yet long Blu-ray update. Hopefully I didn't, you know, skim through it too fast, and you guys all liked what I picked up. What did you guys pick up? I would love to see in the comments. Maybe something you guys recently picked up, maybe something that was the same that you also picked up that I picked up. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this video, and I'll see you next time. Brittany out.